Here are the best CS2 skins under $100. I know these are not cheap skins, but they look absolutely amazing. These are the best skins in the game. Let's jump right in, starting off with the Desert Eagle print stream in factory new. This one is a little bit under the $100 value, and of course it's a print stream, so it is amazing. It's got the pearlescent finish. It's a very clean black and white deagle. I cannot recommend this more. Then we have the beautiful Desert Eagle Midnight Storm featuring a blue colorway with a bunch of detailed waves on it. Being from the Rising Sun collection, it has proven to be a pretty solid investment, and it's a great deagle if you like the color blue. Finally, for the deagle, I picked the Desert Eagle Kumicho Dragon once again in factory new. This one is $68, and it features an extremely detailed dragon design on the body and has a very cool purple color on the handle. If you like simple yet detailed skins, this one's gonna be your choice. Then we have the Glock skins. First off, we have the Minimal Wear Glock Gamma Doppler from the 2021 Train collection. There are 4 different phases. Unfortunately, the Emerald is out of budget for today, but phases 1 through 4 still look fan-frickin-tastic. This is my Glock of choice. Then we have the Glock Neo Noir and Minimal Wear. This one is one of the cheapest Glocks on the list, $34.60. I don't think I have to introduce it. It's black, white, pink, and blue, and it has a very detailed and 3-dimensional looking design on it. This is definitely my favorite out of all the Neo Noir skins. Finally, for the Glock, we have the factory new Gold Tooth at just above $60. This one's a really clean Glock, features some gold accents on the dark barrel with a purpley handle. This is a very recent addition to CS2, and I love it. Moving on to the P250, we have the cleanest skin in the game, the P250 Whiteout in Minimal Wear, coming in at $62. This is a great value skin. It's the perfect canvas for stickers, but you can also just rock it as is. It's gonna look great no matter what. Then we have the Nuclear Threat in Minimal Wear. This one's definitely not for everyone, but if you like green, you're gonna love this P250, but at $93, it's a little bit on the more pricey side. Finally, I picked the P250 Crimson Kimono in factory new, another skin from the Rising Sun collection, coming in at $39. My personal preference would be a red pattern. You can get a more gray pattern. Just shop around a little bit and find the pattern that you like the most. Moving on to the Tech 9, we have the factory new Bamboo Forest, another skin from the Rising Sun collection. Can you tell that it's my favorite collection? This one's only $20 in factory new, and of course, if you love the hydroponic, you're gonna love this Tech 9. It's pretty much the same thing except missing the wood. We have a bunch of leaves and the little red circle. Then we have one that honestly looks pretty similar. We have the Whiteout in Minimal Wear. Just like the P250, this one's gonna work on its own, and it's gonna work with stickers, whatever you prefer, and it's overall the cleanest Tech 9 in the game. In Minimal Wear, it doesn't even show much wear. Finally, we got the fuel injector. If you like the AK fuel injector, you're gonna like the Tech 9. It's a very industrial, yellow colored Tech 9. If this is your vibe, go pick this one up. It's not my personal favorite, but I see why people like it, and it's only $35. Skinland is the best automated cash out site where you can sell your skins super easily for a great price. And on top of that, they give you a free $10 to start off with. To claim it, simply click here, enter code TechSavvy, select the skin that you want to sell, which in my case is going to be the Souvenir Fennec Fox, then choose from a very wide array of payment methods. I'm going to choose Bitcoin. Then you paste in your wallet address and accept the trade offer on Steam. The payment will be sent 8 days after the trade has been accepted. This is due to the new trading update where you can reverse trades up to 7 days on a single click. That being said, this is still the fastest and easiest way to cash out your CS2 skins. You can also buy skins from them for way cheaper than from the Steam market. So go check out skin.land at the link in the description, and don't forget to use code TechSavvy for a free $10. Moving on to the USP-S, we have the Minimal Wear print stream. This time we couldn't afford the factory new version, but Minimal Wear is under $52. And of course, just like the deagle, we have the beautiful pearlescence, we have the white, we have the black, we have the tiny details, very clean looking skin with some amazing color effects. Then we have the field tested kill confirmed, which features an extremely detailed artwork of a skull being shot by a bullet. This one's absolutely ferocious. I love this skin. and in field tested, it's only $65. Then of course, how could I miss this? The field tested USP whiteout. Minimal wear is a little too expensive, but if you get a low float field tested one, it's gonna look pretty clean. It's gonna run you $43 plus however much you gotta overpay for the float. As always, it's a whiteout. It's gonna look good. Then we got the Orion, a classic skin for the USP. It's really nice, but I do have an issue with it. It scratches like crazy. So if you hate scratches, this is not gonna be the one for you, but if orange is your favorite color, go for it. In factory new, it comes in just under the $100 budget. For the Zeus, there was really only one option, the factory new Dragon Snore from the 2025 Overpass collection. It's $93 and it is absolutely adorable. This is my favorite Zeus skin, no matter the budget. Although do consider the fact that because there's not a lot of skins for it, there's probably a bunch of other good ones coming as well. And the last pistol, the 5.7, I chose the Fairy Tail in factory new. I know this is not going to be everyone's pick, but for me there's something nostalgic about it being from the Broken Fang case, and it is quite expensive, $87 in factory new, but I mean, come on, it has a princess and a unicorn on it. Then we have the Minimal Wear 5.7 heat treated. I chose a tier 1 pattern, specifically this one is pattern 321. This is going to run you about $50, including the overpay for the pattern. It is basically fully blue, very clean 5.7, and it's not even that expensive. We're not maxing out our budget here. Then for the last one, I chose the Hyper Beast in Minimal Wear, extremely detailed design with a massive and terrifying monster on it with big teeth. It's $52. I'm not the biggest fan of Hyper Beasts, but I know a lot of you guys are. Moving on to the mid tiers, for the Mac 10, I chose the Red Filigree in Minimal Wear, which features an extremely detailed and high resolution design, and it comes in at basically exactly $100. If it keeps going up in price, you might not be able to afford it anymore. Then we have the Fade, which is just the Fade, ranging from yellow to purple. You know what the Fade looks like. This one's also getting crazy expensive at $86 now. I remember when these things were $10. And finally, we have the Stalker, which is one of the more unique designs with a yellow background and a cat on it. Although in CS2, there's some weird shader effect. It doesn't look the best, and it is on the more expensive side, but it's still a great skin. For the MP9, I picked up the Stained Glass, which is the brother of the Red Filigree. It's a little cheaper though, and in my opinion, it looks nicer. Then we have the Hydra in factory new, which is a very underrated MP9. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. If you like green, this is gonna be your MP9. And finally, we have the Mount Fuji in factory new, which once again is kind of a slept-on skin. It's extremely clean, and if you like pastel colors, pick this one up, and it's really cheap at only $14. For the Nova, I picked the factory new Hyper Beast. This one's one of my favorite Hyper Beasts, but it's still not my favorite skin. For me, it's more of a trade-up input if you catch my drift, but it is also a great play skin. I already included the other two Canals Restricteds. Why leave out the factory new Baroque Orange? This one's once again just under $100. It's extremely detailed and extremely orange. Then for the XM, I picked the Solitude in factory new. The one you're looking at is pattern 95, which is the #1 pattern. You're probably not going to be able to afford this with $100, but as with all pattern-based skins, just look around, see what's available on the market, see what you can afford, and pick the one that you like the most for the best price. Then finally, for the Negev, I picked the Power Loader in StatTrak factory new this time. It's under $30, and the reason I picked StatTrak is because this is the only weapon you should be using, so that kill counter better start ticking up, and it better be at a million before you even blink. We've arrived at the rifles. We're gonna jump straight into the AK-47. First off, we have the field-tested Inheritance. Beautiful white, blue, and golden design, very detailed. In field-tested, it's $63. Unfortunately, we couldn't afford Minimal Wear. But if you want a little more color, then pick up the Minimal Wear AK Asimov. This one's just above $50. It's not the cleanest skin in Minimal Wear. Surprisingly, it shows quite a bit of wear, but it is a classic finish. And the value here is great. It's not that expensive, but it's a lot of skin for your money. Then we have the newest edition, the factory new Midnight Laminate. At first, I didn't really like this skin because of the color combination of the blue and the purple, but it's really starting to grow on me, and it's less than $60. It is definitely the cleanest AK skin in the game right now. My personal pick would be the Minimal Wear AK Empress. The artwork is absolutely amazing. It's very detailed. The shiny finish on the gun is perfect. And I also love the color combination with the deep red. This one's a beautiful skin. And my last choice for the AK is going to be the Battle Scarred Be the Monster. This one comes in basically at exactly $100. You're gonna want to pick up a low float Battle Scarred version. If you get a high float one, it's gonna look like ass, but in low float, it's gonna look passable. And being $100 for a collection red on an AK-47 is incredible value, even if it's a little worn. For the FAMAS, I picked the Factor New Waters of Nephthys, just under $100. It has a beautiful pearlescent effect. It's different from the print streams. It turns from blue to black and back to blue. Very, very clean FAMAS skin. And we also have the Commemoration, also in Factory New. This one's way cheaper. If you like gold shiny skins, this one's gonna be for you. Bunch of engravings, very detailed, very nice skin. For the Galil, I picked the Minimal Wear Phoenix Blacklight at $62. If you can get a pattern with a phoenix on it, that's great, but if you just like purple, then this one's gonna be great as well. We have another purple Galil, the Factory New Rainbow Spoon. This actually has a lot of color variation with the patterns. You can get a more yellow colored or a more deeper blue colored one. This one's pretty nice that I have here. And the third one's gonna be the Minimal Wear Cerberus. It's a greenish yellow skin with 3 Cerberus heads on it. It's a great skin. It's honestly pretty underrated for how good it is. Now for the M4s, we have the field tested Vaporwave for the M4A1S coming in at just under $56. This one's for all the gooners out there, but do get a lower float version because it does show quite a bit of wear. Then we have another Hyper Beast skin, the Minimal Wear Hyper Beast M4A1S. It's $68. You already know what the Hyper Beast looks like. Then we have the Factory New Nightmare. This one's an underrated skin. I don't really see people talking about it much, but it's really nice, especially if you like blue. You can also pick up the Minimal Wear Player 2 for just under $50 if you like anime and a lot of color on your skins. And if you like orange, then go for the Minimal Wear Atomic Alloy at just under $56. For the M4A4, we're starting off with a banger with the Battle Scarred Asimov. Yes, it shows a lot of wear, but it still looks fantastic, and Battle Scarred is the only condition that we can afford. We can afford a much better condition on the Temucal though. You should get a 0.07 float Minimal Wear one. It's going to cost you under $50, and it looks the same as Factory New. Of course, it has bright colors, white and blue, and I mean, you know, it's anime. Then we have the field tested Coalition, which recently had a massive increase in price, so it just barely comes in at under a $100 budget. If you like yellow, go for this one. This is amazing. Or you could pick up the Minimal Wear Hellfire. This one's also quite expensive nowadays, and it does show a lot of wear, so get a low float one if you can. It's a classic skin from the Hydra collection, and I personally like it a lot. Then finally, we have the Cybersecurity and Minimal Wear for under $50. Very, very colorful skin. If you like pastel colors, you're gonna love it. And again, just the fact that it's from the Broken Fang collection just gives it aura, if you know what I'm saying. Then we have the Scout. I picked the Factory New Blood in the Water. Sorry, Sparkles. It's under $100, and in my personal opinion, it's a great looking Scout if you can ignore the fact that it's a terrible trade-up outcome. Then we have the Scout Death Strike in Souvenir Field Tested. We need to pick it up in Souvenir to get it under $100, but that makes it even better because it comes with free gold stickers, and it's only $61 like this. It is the best looking skin out there for the Scout. And if you like cars, then pick up the Turbo Peak. It has many cars. It's a Tokyo Drift skin. Or if you just like pink, then you probably also will like the Scout. In Factory New, it's just $34. And finally, we reached the AWP. My favorite pick is going to be the Minimal Wear Wildfire. It's under $80, and it is so clean. It features a dragon made out of fire. What else do I say? It's gorgeous. You could also pick the green brother of the Wildfire, the AWP Containment Breach. Pretty much the exact same price, but this time in field tested, although it doesn't show anywhere pretty much whatsoever. And this is by far the best looking green AWP in the game, period. You could also pick up the Minimal Wear AWP Krakow for $72. Do you know what it looks like? It's pure pink. It's not for me personally, but I know a lot of you guys like this skin. And how could I forget about the classic, the AWP Asimov? We can afford the well-worn version for just under $86. The Magic Stick, you know what this guy looks like. White, orange, and black. very clean, and it's one of the most recognizable skins in the game. Now, I couldn't do this for the cheaper versions of this video, but $100 is enough to get both a knife and gloves, so I have two beautiful knife-glove combos for you. The first one's gonna be the Gut Knife Knight in Field Tested, comboed with the Broken Fang Gloves Unhinged in Field Tested. The knife is gonna be around $98, the gloves are gonna be $89, and the color synergy is amazing here. Well, it's not a lot of color, but it's basically the cheapest good-looking knife-glove combo that you can pick up. But if you want something a little bit different, then I'd recommend picking up the Paracord Knife Rust Coat in Battle Scarred and the Hand Wraps Constrictors in Battle Scarred. Both of these go for $91. These actually have color this time, and they match up perfectly. These were pretty much made for each other, and once again, they're the cheapest knife-glove combo that you can pick up that's not just something random and ugly. Now, I am giving one of these skins away. All you have to do to enter is like, comment, and subscribe, and join my Discord server. That's where I'll be rolling this giveaway. You get to pick one skin, I will buy it for you, and I'll send it to you when it's tradable. I'll roll the giveaway when this video hits 500 likes in the first week.